the game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas Jayhawks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kansas offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and you've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running.
Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Finds his big tight end.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They'll try the run. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Kansas. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, he's got headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Bringing the heat. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He'll pull it down and run. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Mayo. Bulldozes his way through. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Now the play fake. He'll throw it. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Sweet cut there. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. The Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Turning it on! He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck-up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and then the offense has a negative play.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He's got it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Trying to keep the drive alive. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half, as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The offense changing the play. And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Let's go! They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start. There he goes! And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. And the Jayhawks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking left. Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year.
So here's the offense back on the field again. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Jayhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the handoff. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they... Into the secondary on the right. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Got his man downfield. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Jones to throw. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive. plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Snagged in the middle, it's Peters. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. Here's the return. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. He now has 53 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Got the quick pass. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20. Jones wants to throw it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up.
And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
42, Kansas 14.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence.
And the Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to scramble. The throw. Grab near the marker. It's Blue. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Jones to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Blue. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Mayo. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Sun Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Typically, when you see a draw play, you don't think of it being forced outside.
No, you want those defensive ends to run upfield and run downhill inside. The object is to get those guys pass rushing and running out of their gaps so you can run the ball right where they were at. That play had absolutely no chance of success.
The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the pitch. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got his man. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Send the tight end in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stoneburner. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got to... And they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Handoff from the gun. Slithers into space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just
turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The RPO, it's complete. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire. Here in the 3rd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered.
He's loose. The 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. On his way back from the 20. He's got great speed. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Buffalo is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble. They want to head out early and grab a table at the Anchor Bowl. They're trailing by 14 to Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Arizona State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Running back searching for a hole. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Weeks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. Almost came up with a turnover.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Just keeps slinging it. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in.
Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Right back to the well. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football.
Fires toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the counter. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Red pass, it's complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
He's tackled at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Arizona State.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Looking for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kansas, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.